Since 2 years ago, there's no artist that is doing fantastically well. I can bet my chest. They are well on their. I'm talking about the like you are making $5 million in 2 years ago, and now you are making $1 million. Are you doing well? You can't be doing well.
True.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you make so much money a couple of years ago and check how much you are making last year and this year, you can see a lot of them are struggling, to be quite honest.
What about it's hard to call people like Ashake upcoming because they're already established. But don't you think people like Ashake and Rema are doing okay, especially now? What are your thoughts on artists like Rema and Ashake?
I can bet you Ashake 3 years ago. Ashake 3 years ago make over $4-5 million or $4 million. But Ashake this year and last year, I can bet you Ashake didn't make up to $2 million, $3 million. So what is the same thing on Rema? Rema make heck of money last 3-4 years ago. Did you know every booking is Rema? Every booking is, but how much are they making now?
So even that Ashake filled up the Madison Square Garden, if I remember correctly. So what you're trying to say is those days they made more money by doing many shows than by doing just one show.
1 or 2 shows. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay. The biggest show Ashake did 3 years ago, Ashake did over, even in Nigeria, Ashake maybe do 5 shows a day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, Ashake makes so much money. I can bet you anybody, if anybody can say to me, okay, no, I make more money this year, is a lie. I make more money last year, is a lie. Because he did it. Because all like sell out backlist sell backlist last year, maybe they pay him $600,000 for, because it's not his show, it's a Live Nation show. So they pay him 600. So if you check 603, okay, he did Max, he did show last year 4, 5, 6 shows. I don't think he did more than 5 shows last year. This year, I don't think he's even up to 2, 3 shows this year. So highest they pay you, if they pay you even $1 million, and you did 3 shows or 4 shows, that when you are doing 12, 13, 14, 20, 30 shows, and they are paying you for $400,000 or $300,000. The other you can see how much money you make. The same thing. The only person that is really making ridiculous money is Burna Boy. But what I'm saying to you on Burna Boy 4 years ago, is Burna Boy didn't make money 4 years ago, he make at least 80 to 100 million. But
80 to 100 million dollars.
Of course. Burna Boy is, anybody telling you anything about Burna Boy, just tell the person in. Burna Boy is the richest. I'm not kidding you.
Burna Boy, they make that kind of Drake money.
Burna Boy, Burna Boy didn't make so much money last year but Burna Boy didn't make money last year at least $70-80 million.
Burna Boy make money past Nigeria with that. I'm not sure say Nigeria as a country makes $70 million.
No, but Burna Boy another level. Burna Boy is in another level. Anybody telling you all this nonsense, because they are not even talking. Burna Boy, and the good about Burna Boy is he have a small unit of people. Her mama, her sister, and the mama brother, and they are not up to 8. Any other person is a consultant or a contractor. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Burna Boy makes so much money.
Odogu.
The
We
highest
hail
money,
you.
the highest money Burna Boy make but 4 years ago is another level. 3 years ago is another level. But last year he is coming. He can see that what he make last 2 years and last 3 years or 4 years to what he's making now is completely. He knows as well he's not making the way he make money 4 years ago.
Now, Rema, for instance, we heard the story that he was paid a huge amount to attend the Ambani wedding or perform at the Ambani wedding. Do you think Rema can still continue to rise financially and with his craft, or do you think he has reached his peak?
No, Rema is another level. He's a Gen Z guy. Is our major key for African. The way they see Rema is the way they see all these American artists as well. But the problem about Rema at the moment is overplay. I still believe the kind. I think I don't know. I'm just saying from my experience, he overpriced himself. The kind of money, because you cannot be telling somebody, okay, I will charge you $250,000 today, and the following 3 days you tell the person to pay 500,000, 600,000, 800. That's what I'm saying. It's a struggling situation, but he needs to figure out and find fan base, and that is fan base is the only way he can attract them is to go and do more shows. And when you are not doing more shows, is a problem. Like last year, Rema didn't do much shows last year, particularly in the last quarter last year. You know, he didn't do much shows last year. Even this year again, you can see that they are all struggling, because when you pay somebody $700,000, $1 million, you will ask yourself whether are you going to make that money back, or are you not going to make the money back. And when you cannot make the money back, it's another different problem. You know. Listen, there's a lot of people supposed to be making so much. For example, someone like Kizz Daniel. I swear to God, if Kizz Daniel put himself together, Kizz Daniel is the kind of person that will challenge Burna Boy for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kizz Daniel is the only person I know that can challenge Burna Boy if he put himself together. I'm happy working with him 2 years ago, and I know how much he made. Kizz Daniel make over 75 million from my side. I don't even know how much.
$75 million.
No, sorry, not 7. At least on my side, $7.5 million on my side. Do you understand what I'm saying on Kizz Daniel? So if Kizz Daniel do well, I believe every year Kizz Daniel will be doing $15-20 million.
Wow.
If Kizz Daniel set himself up properly, like a proper team, a proper everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I still believe that to find it, he is struggling to find a good, trustworthy somebody to work with him, except his brother. But I still believe his brother is very good in terms of taking care of the band. I can't call it a manager, because I don't see him as a big manager that can go and represent Kizz Daniel very, very well. I see him as a road manager that can make sure that Kizz Daniel is fine. But if Kizz Daniel do set up himself well, because if you hear Kizz Daniel's songs, and the good thing about Kizz Daniel is, listen, Kizz Daniel loved by women. Almost 95% of Kizz Daniel's songs are women loved. I'm not talking about loving Kizz Daniel only your Jay-Z's. Kizz Daniel loved by 60 years old woman. Kizz Daniel loved by 40 years old. Do you understand what I'm saying? Kizz Daniel loved by 13 years old Do you understand? But he just need to put himself in a best position, because his songs is crazy. He has the best songs. He's so good. He's so handsome. He's so. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the only thing he needs is to just put himself together and make it.
Follow, he hit the nail on the head now. Put himself together as what?
Eh?
Put himself together as what?
So you won't set my yoga up.
No, because
No. Me and Kizz Daniel are cool.
Hold on.
Listen,
No issue. The thing is, I was one of the first person that worked with Kizz, that managed Kizz Daniel when he left his label.
Yeah.
I'm the first person. You remember when I brought him to your house?
Yeah.
There was a word he told me. He told me that he has never been endorsed in his life.
Yeah.
That he needs endorsement. That as I'm his manager, the thing I'm supposed to do first for him, he needs endorsement. You know, when an artist is telling you with all the big songs that his dream is that he needs endorsement.
Yeah.
I said, okay, there's only one person that I know that can give you endorsement. That's when I took him to you.
Yeah.
That period. You understand? But just as you said, let's just say it in the surface, just as you said, Kizz Daniel needs to put his trust in a global team.
Yeah.
Kizz Daniel does not need to work with one person.
Definitely, 100%.
Yes.
The only thing I'm worried about him is it's hard for him to trust. That's the only thing.
Yes, but
you know,
we're in public, and he's a private person, so there are some things we cannot say.
Yeah.
You get, based on the fact of we've worked with him and we cannot betray his trust. You understand?
Yeah.
But just as you said, generally, Kizz Daniel would have been the biggest. Kizz Daniel has more hit songs. I'm saying it. Look at my face. I'm the one that is saying
Not
it.
even
Kizz Daniel has more.
He has a lot
No,
of
I mean,
everything
no.
you are thinking about.
I'm trying to make it like he has more hit songs than many of our top three. Than some of our top three. Like when you say one, this song na hit, two, this song na hit, three, this song na hit. Kizz Daniel, all his songs are hit songs. So I think he needs a team internationally, street team, global team, and all that.
The only thing I'm worried about him is just the trust. Even if he don't want to have a team, because Burna Boy has a contract with the international agencies, but his team is only 5. But that 5 is solid team that we talk to him and tell him the truth. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You don't need
like, for
men.
example, when you see me, I'm doing things I'm doing because I'm passionate. It's not about, sometimes I say to them, it's not about money. If it's money, I don't need to even get up in my bed to do anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the only thing is there is something you are passionate about. There's something because that time even me and Kizz Daniel work is a challenge. I said to him I will work with him because a lot of people have said so much things about him. But I said to him, I will work. And the good thing about it, nobody finished his contract with Kizz Daniel. Only me, only Polo finished his contract with Kizz Daniel. And we are still cool. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody. That's a challenge. I said to him, nobody finished full contract with you except me.
Including me.
And nobody giving money. Nobody bring in money more than when Buga come out, when everything, the endorsement, Kizz Daniel, what endorsement did we get? We have almost 5 ambassadorship waiting for him to sign. Now he decide now which one he go sign and which one he didn't sign. Now me guarantee on on upfront and personal company as management for Kizz Daniel, at least that time we bring in almost $7.5 million for him. So it's a good thing. It's not even a story. The only thing I can say to you is Kizz Daniel is one of the most talented people in the whole world. And he need to do, this time he's still young and talented. He need to fight and get there like Burna Boy, and get there like Wizkid, and get there like Davido, because he can do it.
So what do you think the future is for Nigerian artists? And there's somebody you haven't spoken about, that is Wizkid. What do you think the future is for Wiz right now?
Wiz is a genius. Wiz is still, for me, Wiz is still I call Wiz as a legend because I work with Wiz for so like, I'm the first person, like when Davido said Polo is the first person that give me endorsement, I'm the first person that give Wizkid endorsement. Me and Wizkid went to Lebanon for the first time. Wizkid, and ask Wizkid will tell you how we work when he's with Banky W. And when I went to Pepsi, I said to Pepsi they must sign Wizkid and Tiwa Savage. Tiwa Savage has only one song that time. Wizkid is still with, do you understand what I'm saying? But then is a past tense. But the Wizkid today is a classic. The only thing he don't know, I think he's just tired because of the moms. I think I think those things disturb him a lot. That
The
is
loss
the loss
of
his mom.
his mom.
That thing really, I know how this guy loves his mom. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, sometimes when you are doing things and working so hard, and you know how much you love somebody, but you are not giving the person 1 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I think the whole thing that is happening to Wizkid at the moment is that losing his mom in that way. I think, but he will come back. Everybody will see one day now that thing will whiz out. But because it's not something that is 1 year or two. You know, it's time. I said to him, is a time. One day now, it will just freeze out, and he will come back and be doing things he loves to do. Because I don't think he's happy at the moment. I don't think we're happy. He's extremely happy at the moment. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can see it yourself that he's not, since the mom died, it's not Wizkid we know before. Have you seen Wizkid laugh for a long time? Do you understand what I'm saying? I still think that pain of losing his mom is still there. But I know it's a matter of, it will come and go. It's a matter of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 1 year, but it will freeze out and Wizkid will come back. But there's a lot of talent in Nigeria, in Africa. I'm telling you, it's not only in Nigeria. There's a lot of young talents that are still there.
Now,
Too much talent.
I want to ask you a question, Paulo. If all these older artists are no longer accessible, isn't this the time to build new artists, to raise? There was, like you said, there was a time when nobody knew Wizkid. There was a time when nobody knew Kizz Daniel. Also said there was a time Kizz Daniel did not have a single endorsement. There are some artists that are up and coming now. Isn't this a perfect time to discover such artists?
But the problem
okay.
you can understand in this new artists now is they are not loyal.
Paulo,
Eh?
well, sorry. I don't want you to go that angle yet. Eh? Let me, Daddy Freeze, can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Before the loyalty, yeah, it is not cheap anymore to invest in an artist.
It's not.
It is more risky to invest an artist than for you to go and open a filling station in a village where they have only 2 cars. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, now the media is broad. It's so big. You need TikTok influencers, and the cheapest, no influencer takes below 1 million naira. Yabo Ojo to influence, do that, Biabia come for you. You need to pay like 5 to 10 million naira. Yemoli to do something for you, 5 million. Pokoli to dance your song, 5 million. So by the time you shortlist influencers alone, 100 million will not be enough for influencers. You understand? To influence this song. And right now you need TikTok influencers, you need social media stuff. You
It's
understand?
gone from
that one is
the day
one.
when you will come and bring 300,000 inside envelope and give radio presenters say play my
not
song.
Not that day where Daddy Freeze. Polo, those days I will go and sit down with Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze they collect money from my hand. It's just for us to be in his program, sit down with him in radio. Then we'll go drink pepper soup.
Yes, now for that corner place.
That corner.
When I'm always when I'm I don't work. When I do my story, man, my story is big. Yo. Do you know that at the time I'm always with that Freeze in Cool FM?
Yes,
my company working for Cool FM. My company work for Cool FM for I'm bringing a HPZ for. You remember that time I'm doing fridges and Chris Obosi, the BTFM is a MD or GM of Cool FM that time. It's crazy, man.
Before BTFM.
Yeah, before
yes, now. That time Polo get dreads.
Yes, then we used to survive. Daddy Freeze, Benga shocking for his ear. Question man.
Hey, Benga shocking.
Benga, do you want to come up? Right, or if you want to come up. Those days is relationship.
Yes, 100%.
You have to be friends with presenters. You have to be friends with DJs. Then go all the way. Daddy Freeze today when they cause Daddy Freeze was you be good guy.
He get one girl where they work with Polo that year. Ify. Polo, where is Ify?
Ify Nanyelo is a British girl, yeah.
Yes. Okay. She follow Polo, come from London.
Yeah. Yes.
I like Ify that year.
Where is Ify?
Lovely girl.
She's fine. She's okay. She's back in UK.
Somebody say Polo get dread. Yes, now be this. Ask him. Now dreads the first get that first time.
You know why we know Polo? Ogula no dry.
Yes.
Ogula no dry. Ogula no dry.
Yes.
Why would they do Kano Heart Foundation?
Yes. Now Kano Heart Foundation I know, but because they come our side, if they come that year with Ify, now maybe their voiceover.
Yes.
Foundation. Yeah. Polo go say, and Polo no they hear. You go say, no, you did not do it well. Let's start again. If you do Polo work 3 hours.
So you see all this sacrifice, those are the sacrifice we made those days. But now, even artists, you go spend. Do you know? Wait. That's why sometimes when I heard about Rema that was having issues with Don Jazzy, I felt very bad because I don't know how true it is, if it was true or anything, but I remember how Marvin spent money on promoting Rema when he came out newly. I know the amount of money you see they spend, all these labels. Do you know that 500 million is not enough to promote an artist right now?
And this list, you can even promote with that 500 million and you get nothing.
We promote nothing. 4 artists, spend 500 million, 2 billion, and none of the artists go blue.
Yes, possible.
Let me give you,
very
let
possible.
me factor you. When I sign,
who's your guy?
Spyro. How many videos I did for Spyro that time and everything? Immediately I said,
office when they sign contract that day.
I know they do again. Spyro, bro. But they understand what I'm saying. The only thing you are lucky. Listen, is so sometimes when you can invest 50 million, 100 million for artists, and this 100 million is small, 100 million safe now. We know go do 5 videos for you now.
If I see jump.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think 500 million will do 5 videos now. So listen, so an artist now is so, and upon that, you go spend that kind of money for an artist when he brew 1 song or 2 songs and he has 1 million followers or 2, he will start saying, I know they do again. No.
Now that time a family members go come.
That
and
time a family member will come and start harassing everybody. It's crazy at the moment, man. It's so crazy at the moment.
Expensive.
It's
very expensive and risky. So that's why you see all these old cats, they will still last.
Mm.
They will still
That's
last.
my plan before. My plan is, if you come to America, for example, and see how much money. Okay, this SWV tour last year, they are still in it. They have only 3 shows remaining now. SWV is 90s old. All these names I'm calling you, the Cisco, the Duru Hill is 90s.
Yeah.
If you see the kind of money they are making at the moment, if you see the kind of money they are making and the cloud as well they are pulling, that's why I say to myself, why can't like our 90s or 90s or 90s 2000 guys, they are thinking they are old. Why can't we form a festival? Why can't we do something? But them as well, wahala. Them as well is too much wahala. You will
They are
bring them up,
too much.
you bring them up, tell them your vision, tell them your mission. Some of them will understand what you are trying to do. But some of them will see it as I still need $50,000, $60,000 per show. You ask them, how many show have you done so far? You're asking for this kind of money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Andy is a fantastic event. Like if we do a classic event for our old guys, they're plenty. There's a lot of them out there, and there's a Gen Z and for example, you can call One Day Call as a Gen Z. I still see One Day Call today as a Gen Z. Whatever you call this,
Gen Z legend.
Is a Gen Z OG legend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you put like One Day Call, you put like 10 stars together and the good go and do a tour. Are you telling me we cannot sell out 10,000 capacity? Are you telling me? And the opportunity for them to tour, they need to tour, man. If you don't tour, nobody knows. Do you understand what I'm saying? You nobody knows you. But the problem is the way they will be very difficult to work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like some of them, like there's a time I say, okay, let's change the game. Let's do all these legends. And there are plenty of them.
There's something we're not talking about and we didn't talk about. The drug abuse in the industry.
Substance. Say substance.
Yeah, the substance in the industry. The kind of hard substance that many artists that you know are taking.
There's a lot of, I don't stay with them in their house. I know they are only smoking weed at the moment. But any other people that smoking
straw substance, just say substance before these people begin to look for my trouble.
Doing other things,
You see, Paulo. I'm glad Soso raised this point. As you know, so many of them went to rehab this year.
Many of them are just fresh out of rehab. Many, as in a chunk. You'll be amazed the kind of stories. You see, I don't pray for people's downfall. And when I get stories like that on my table, some people will leak it and get the traffic from it. But I don't see how, unless the artist leaks it himself,
or the artist says that if I want to come and do interview, I want to talk about story. But that I will hear a story about you and leak it when I know it's something you're already struggling with. Am I helping you or not? But I cannot lie and say it does not exist. Many of your faves, even some of the people we've talked about today, some of them have just come out, some of them are still there. And the problem with substance is once you start, especially the kind of substances we have around today, some now one hit to just hit and once, finish, you don't hook. You don't turn to your bread and butter.
It's really painful. It's really painful. And they are taking it as a joke. And when they take it, they are just gone. And,
Yes.
and the whole thing is not even like what you are saying. Those things destroy them. All this thing where we they talk now about substance, you can see some of them is destroyed by this. Some of them cannot even wake up in bed.
The funny thing about it is you see them come out fresh. You don't know the kind of things these people take. When I mean things, the ones where they inject themselves, the ones where they, based on censorship, we cannot say.
It's sad.
It's very, very sad.
It's sad.
The industry does not have anybody that controls some certain things. You see, for example, now, the Nollywood people, at least they have AGN that sometimes rescue one or two of their people.
Where is Ubi Franklin? Where is he? Is he in Nigeria or is he? Where is Ubi Franklin? Where is
he was in Nigeria a few days ago. I still spoke to him recently.
I haven't heard from Ubi for over
You want me to add him here?
It's okay.
No, because
okay.
My time is about to. So we have to we have to come back again. This matter will be one live matter.
Okay.
This matter now matter we need to address.
Let's schedule and you post it that we're coming.
Absolutely. So I'll bring you. I'll bring
somebody say Ubi. Some people so useless, you know. How can somebody say Ubi is one of our biggest?
Let me tell you something,
No,
you people are saying
let's correct them. Let's correct them now. Ubi Franklin is not taking drugs before they go say as you have to Ubi now.
Nanny that they call her, man.
It's not
as I say like this, I have seen the impact of Ubi Franklin in Davido's life. Forget anything. Ubi is the voice of reason in that camp. Or should I say one of the voices of reason. Ubi na mature man who get mature Agbalagba sense.
If he Ubi like you, just go home and sleep.
I'm telling you.
Like the way
Ubi not be bad person.
If Ubi like you, just go home and like the way he like Yanya. And he work with you, Ubi. Ubi is
Ubi no get your own issues. But once Ubi is a good guy. I can tell you that for free.
Then they call Ubi Nanny for you.
Them. The people where they call her nanny, they do her for a walk. Some of those people they call her nanny, for a walk. Some of them are real nannies. They can't see person where they do well. In your own nanny, okay, let's say Ubi na nanny. In nanny, they enter private jets. Your own ordinary taxi, you know, they enter. No be boss, you they enter, go do your for a walk.
Ubi manager to Davido's wife. So anybody calling in is fine. Ubi is a manager. Manager can be nanny. Manager can be personal, everything. Is a manager. If you define who manager is, he can do all those jobs.
The money where Ubi Franklin make.
That's why the people that don't know what manager is,
they don't understand.
Manager can be anything to make sure that the person you are managing have 100%. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. That Davido and Chioma married, 80% to be Franklin.
I beg.
No, me I go say they marry. Franklin was
Davido tell you like that. Mo don't go that side. I beg. Let's leave that topic.
What I know 100% is when Ubi love his job, Ubi do the job the best way anybody can do the job. That would be Franklin for me. That is the manager of that, like agency manager, like being a manager, personal manager to to anybody. Ubi, you can see what he's doing. Nobody, and the way he manage things and do things, he gonna be in your face. There's no way you no gonna say na Ubi. You know.
Daddy, please, where be the time when they come?
Now you go tell me. Because we go bring Ubi, Ubi go dey there. Who else do we need on that panel?
Mama, the village. Abby is harassing me when Abby is in America. I'm the person that put Abby
On
on the
stage.
platform.